Natalie, why would you do that to me? I was so excited to meet my first grandson. Why did you kick me out of your hospital room?
You cannot be serious. What made you think I was gonna let you in? I would never, ever let my precious son meet my stepmother of all people. This is a family occasion, and you are decidedly not family, so get out of here.
Not family? How can you say that? I have been married to your father for 20 years. You weren't even in grade school when your father and I got married. You might not be my biological daughter, but I've always treated you as though you were my own flesh and blood. Even after all that, you still don't see me as family?
No, I don't. I have never seen you as family, and I never will. I've never even thought of you as being my mom. Seriously, you're disgusting. Like, who do you think you are? You go around pretending you're my mom? Did you give birth to me? No, you did not. So knock it off. Oh, and just so you know, I'm not the only one who doesn't see you as family.
What's that supposed to mean?
My dad doesn't think you're our family either. When I had you removed from the hospital, he didn't do anything to stop me, did he? My God, you really don't even realize that you're not wanted around here. How pathetic.
I was rather perturbed that your dad didn't stand up for me. I thought that maybe he was just too busy holding your baby to do anything about it.
Yeah, well, now you know exactly where you stand around here. My dad's feelings for you are long gone. There is no one in this family who considers you a part of it. To me, you're no different than any random stranger I walk by on the street. Why should I let some random stranger hold my baby? Get real.
And what about your husband, John? Does he have anything to say about you treating me this way?
You think I'm actually going to tell him about this? I don't need to. He knows I value my family, and that's all he needs to know. Anyway, don't you dare go around telling people you're my baby's grandmother, because you are not.
Is this the thanks I get for supporting you all these years?
Tell you what, I will thank you for one thing. The way you ran out of the room crying was absolutely hilarious. A good laugh was just what I needed after going through 4 hours of labor today. So thanks for that, Renee. Also, I think you might want to contact the people at the Guinness World Records. Tell them you've set the record for the ugliest cry in history. Now get out and stay out. If you come back to the hospital, I'm calling the police.
Hey there, Renee. So, tell me, how are my granddaughter and grandson doing now? Did you take any photos for me? I really wish I could have gone down there myself today, but there was a problem at the office that I had to attend to.
I'm really sorry, Dad, but I wasn't able to see the baby today.
Uh-oh. What happened? You said you were going to the hospital today, right? Was there some sort of health issue with Natalie?
No, that's not it. Both the mother and child are perfectly healthy. Natalie simply refused to allow me to see the baby.
What?
It's hard to believe, but she also says that Nate feels the same way.
My goodness. I thought it might be difficult for Natalie to accept you as her mother, given the circumstances. But for Nate to take her side against you, that's unbelievable.
As much as I wish it weren't true, it unfortunately is. Natalie screamed at me to get out, and Nate just stood there holding the baby where I couldn't see him. Thinking back, I can swear he turned his head to smirk at me as I ran out the door.
What has gotten into that man?
Honestly, I can't say that this is all that much of a shock for me. He has been uncharacteristically cold to me lately.
Have you talked to him about that?
No, I was always the one who was the most interested in pursuing a relationship and then marriage with Nate. I guess I was so grateful that he married me that, well, maybe I shouldn't complain too much about that sort of thing.
It doesn't matter who pursued who. All that matters is the two of you are man and wife. I was there on the day you two made your vows to each other. It is Nate's sacred duty to support you as his wife. Perhaps that fool had forgotten about all the support I've given him for his business over the years. Renee, dear, I really wish you would have come to me about this sooner.
I just didn't want to trouble you with my marital problems.
And it's precisely because of that reluctance to talk to Nate or myself that things have got as bad as they have. Wait, no, I'm sorry, Renee. I shouldn't have said that. It's not your fault that this is happening. I should have been more active in asking you about how you are doing.
No, Dad, please don't blame yourself. There were times when I considered talking to you. It's just that you were so happy for me when me and Nate got married, I didn't want to disappoint you.
There is precious little that you could do to disappoint me, Renee. Now, we have a lot to talk about, and it's better that we do it in person. Come over to our place. I'll have your mother put on a pot of tea for us.
Thanks, Dad. I'm sorry for getting you involved in this. It's not your problem.
When my daughter is involved, it most assuredly is my problem.
What gives, Renee? You talked to Grandpa, didn't you? Thanks to you, all our hard work was for nothing. Do you have any idea how painful it was for us to have to act like we didn't loathe you in front of him? You are seriously the worst.
Yeah, I always thought it was strange how you acted around my dad. You never talked to me so sweetly while we were alone or at home. But now I know exactly why that was. You were trying to hide your true intentions from him.
Yeah, obviously. Is that a surprise to you? He was the one who was paying the bill for the baby's birth. And it's not just that. He's given me tons of money over the years. What choice did I have? I had to do everything I could to make sure I stayed in his good graces.
You know, you could have simply accepted me as a member of your family. That seems like a much easier path than acting for 20 years.
How dense are you, anyway? I will not accept you as a member of my family because you are not a member of my family. We're not related by blood. The only thing tying you to me is some piece of paper with both of your names written on it.
I told you, Natalie, I always thought of you as my daughter.
You have no right to call yourself my mother. I am not your daughter, so stop calling me that. I mean, you were the one who pushed my dad into marrying you. You were crazy about him. I guess I can understand why he married you back then, because you were young and not too awful looking. But now what good are you to him? You're just old. And neither my dad nor I have any reason to pretend to be nice to you anymore.
How about all the times I packed you lunch for school? When I picked you up from volleyball practice? What about all the times you were sick and I spent the entire night at your bedside comforting you?
That is literally the bare minimum amount of work required of you. You want me to be grateful for that? It would be like being grateful for you breathing. You've served your purpose and now we're done with you. Never talk to me or my dad again. We have better things to do with our time than talk to some old woman who's not even our family.
All right, Natalie. If that's what you want, so be it. You'll never hear from me again.
Yes, finally. Hurry up and move out of my dad's house. I don't want my dad to have to put up with you for one more second. He's already put up with enough already.
Fine, I'll start packing immediately. Oh, and by the way, Natalie, don't come crying when things start going very, very badly for you.
What do I have to cry about? I'm getting rid of the cancer that's been eating away at my family for 20 years. Goodbye, Renee, and good riddance. We need to talk, Renee. Why has no one given me a gift yet? My baby was born a month ago now, and I've gotten absolutely nothing.
You? I thought you didn't want to speak to me anymore. Why would you message me after all this time?
That's not the point. Answer my question. Where are all my gifts? I had a baby. That means I get a bunch of presents. You know, baby clothes, cribs, diapers, lots and lots of money. But not one person has come. No one came by while I was in the hospital, and even after I went home, nobody has stopped by. No one's even texted me to say congratulations. I tried to call a few people to see when they were coming over, but they all hung up on me immediately.
Wow, that's a shame.
What's with that reaction? No way. You're behind this, aren't you? I can't believe that you would do this to me. This is your grandson we're talking about. How could you be so cruel to him?
Oh, what's that? A month ago, you firmly demanded that I not go around telling people I was his grandmother. What happened to that, Natalie? Did you forget? You also said I wasn't your family, and if I'm not your family, then my family isn't your family either.
You're the only one I said that to. I didn't say anything about Grandpa or anyone else. You lied to them about me. That is defamation. I could sue you. Get on the phone and call everyone you lied to right now. Tell them the truth. And when you're done doing that, go around to all their houses, collect their gifts for me, and bring them to my house.
And why, pray tell, would I go out of my way to do that for you? If you want to correct the record, then you can call them all yourself.
Were you not paying attention? I tried to call them, but they all hung up on me. They owe me gifts for my baby, and you are going to be the one to pick them up for me.
Nobody owes you anything, Natalie, especially not family members that you've disowned. It's pretty presumptive of you to demand gifts from people. Aren't you embarrassed to be reduced to begging?
It's not like I want to be in this position, but before the baby was born, all your relatives said they were going to give me nice gifts. Some even said they were going to give me a couple grand in cash. I thought I was going to get a bunch of free baby stuff and money, so I did a little bit of shopping for stuff for myself. But now a month has gone by and still no gifts. I am in big trouble because of you.
No, you're in big trouble because you were counting your chickens before they hatched. You were counting on other people to give you money that you hadn't received yet and spent more than you could afford to. It's as simple as that.
But I was spending my own money and it's basically all gone now. I have next to nothing left to buy clothes and stuff. At this rate, your grandson is going to have to walk around naked for the rest of his life. Is that what you want to have happen?
That's a pretty gross exaggeration of the situation, I'd say. Besides, I'm not a part of your family, and I never was. That means I have absolutely no responsibility to lift a single finger to help you. Instead of me, why not have a talk with your husband about this? Seems like he'd be better equipped to respond to this problem than me.
Because if I tell him, then he's going to find out what I did. Are you stupid or something? Whatever, I am done with you. I should have known better than to think I could rely on you. But I know for sure that Grandpa's going to take my side. He's going to be super mad at you when I tell him. Grandpa, please, you've got to help me. Renee is under a huge misunderstanding, and thanks to that, we're in big trouble. I'm going to have a lot of big bills coming up at the end of this month, and there is no way we're going to be able to pay it. And it's not just me that's in trouble. My dad is too. I hate to ask you for this since you've already done so much for us, but could you please give us some money to get through this month? Your great-grandson really needs your help right now.
A misunderstanding, you say? It seems like the situation is pretty straightforward to me. You and your father both told Renee that you don't consider her to be a part of your family, and that you never wanted to see her again. You did say that, didn't you?
Come on, are you really gonna take her side, Grandpa? I bet it's because you don't think I'm your real granddaughter. I'm just your step-granddaughter. You never really loved me, did you?
You're a grown woman, Natalie. Stop acting like a child. You can't just blame all your problems on other people. Think about it. Can you honestly say that you have no responsibility for what's happening to you?
Of course I can. I didn't do anything wrong.
You told her she's not family because there's no blood between you, correct? Well, I suppose I should tell you that there's no blood between me and Renee either.
Wait, what? You mean Renee isn't your daughter?
No, she is every bit my daughter, and I'll not stand for any talk otherwise. Renee is my wife's daughter. We got married when she was only 7 years old. She wasn't particularly comfortable around me at first, and we had some difficulties adjusting to our new life together. But we both made strides towards becoming a family. That's why I don't like to say that I love Renee like my real daughter. Renee is my real daughter, and I love her with all my heart. Just like I loved you with all my heart.
Wow, I had no idea. I mean, Grandma died before my dad and Renee even met, so I guess I wouldn't have had the chance to know. But why didn't you ever tell me?
We didn't feel it was worth discussing. Given the circumstances of her upbringing, I was a bit surprised when she said she wanted to marry a man with a daughter of his own. I had my doubts, but she was firm. She said she wanted to become a family with the man she loved as well as his daughter. She even said she wanted to be as good of a parent to you as I was to her. You have no idea how happy I was to hear that. And for all I knew, things were going great between you. But now I know that this was all an act. You and your father deceived me. You're liars, both of you.
Hey, that's not fair. We didn't lie to you.
When you pretended that you got along great in my presence only to treat Renee like an outsider once you got home? Yes, that is most certainly a lie. And now you've gone so far as to say that she isn't your family. Well, two can play at that game. If she's not your family, then I'm not either. I'm immediately pulling my support from your father's company, and I won't be giving you another dime either.
What? Wait, you're not gonna give my dad money for his company anymore? But his company is still in the middle of restructuring. You can't pull your support now.
His company has been restructuring for over 10 years. If it's not restructured yet, it's never going to be.
If my dad's company goes bankrupt, it's your fault.
Don't patronize me, little girl. You really think I don't know what your father has been doing? I've been in the business long enough to know that it should not take 10 years to restructure a company of that size. So I had his company's financing looked into, and I found out where all the money I've been giving him has been going to. Straight into his own wallet.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's no point in denying it anymore, Natalie. I've already known everything. I've already paid your hospital bill for the birth, but if you're going to tell my daughter that she's not your family, then that's the last thing you'll ever get out of me.
Wait, this is way too sudden. If you cut off your support for us right now, we'll be ruined.
That isn't my problem. You've already had plenty of fun with my money yourself, haven't you? Yes, I know about that too.
How?
That story isn't for me to tell. Give your father this message from me. My preliminary investigation is complete, and the full investigation will start soon. I will calculate exactly how much money you took from me, down to the last cent. And you are going to pay it all back.
No, we don't have it anymore.
If you won't pay up, then I'll see you in court.
You're gonna sue us? Grandpa, don't do this.
Grandpa? What are you talking about? There's no blood between us. That makes us not a family, according to you.
This is all your fault, Renee. I hope you're happy with yourself. Grandpa told me that he's not going to give me any more money. And do you know why that is? It's because you just had to go and open your big fat mouth about what I said to you. You ruined my life. Everything was going just fine for all of us up until now.
When you say all of us, who are you referring to? Are you including me in that?
Obviously not. You're not one of us.
Yeah, that's what I thought. The truth is that things were only going well for you at my expense. I had to put up with both you and your father disrespecting me while you reaped the rewards to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars of my father's money. All I ever wanted was for you to respect my feelings toward you, but you couldn't even do that. So after you disrespected me like that, I don't want to hear any complaints from you over the consequences.
But you're not my family. Why doesn't anyone else understand that? All you are is some woman who barged into my house when I was a kid. You think you can just force yourself on me, make me recognize you as my mom? You're not my mom.
Didn't my dad talk to you about this? How can you still be so wrong about what a family is? I did my very best not to impose myself on you. All I ever wanted was to have a family. The truth is, your dad and I tried to have a child of our own for a while after we were married. Unfortunately, we were never successful. It turns out your dad has some fertility issues. The doctor said that there was treatment available, but it would be costly and time-consuming. We talked it over, and your dad was worried that if I had a baby, it might cause you an undue amount of emotional distress. So we decided to forego getting the treatment and continue our lives with just the three of us.
My dad was the one who told you, know. I bet you hated him for that. That's why you told on me to your dad.
You're wrong, Natalie. I accepted his decision because I loved him and I loved you. The two of you were all I needed to be happy. And so I gave you every bit of love that I would have given our baby.
I don't believe you for 1 second. You're just saying this to make me feel guilty. And I know you were trying to force me into loving you, but it was never going to work.
Why do you think that, Natalie? I never thought about forcing you to love me. I merely hoped that if I gave you all my love and affection, that one day you would come to love me back willingly. I just wanted to be your family. I was so happy for you on the day of your wedding. And when your son was born, I was in tears going to the hospital, imagining the feeling of holding my own grandchild in my arms. But you wouldn't even let me do that. You returned all my love, care, and attention with scorn. You treated me horribly, Natalie. My father and I both had to work in order to close the gap between us, but between you, your dad, and I, the only person trying to close that gap was me. I can see that any more of my effort on you would be wasted, so I am throwing in the towel. And one more thing. I told John about what you did.
You what? You actually told him? No way. Why would you do that?
Don't misunderstand me. It's not that I went out of my way to tattle on you.
Then why did you tell him?
Your husband isn't an idiot, Natalie. He noticed how no one from my side of the family was visiting you or even sending their congratulations. He thought it was strange, so he came to ask me what was going on. He asked me if this had to do with something that you did, so I told him the truth.
Oh my God, this is terrible. But I guess that does explain why John's been in such a sour mood lately. I thought maybe he was just jealous because I was giving the baby all of my attention and not spending any time with him.
John also isn't as much of a child as you. He was a bit surprised to hear about the way you were treating me. But somehow he seemed like he really saw this coming all along. Which brings me to something you talked about with my dad the other day. He told you that he knew what you had been doing with the money he was giving you, right?
I have no idea what he was talking about.
Good grief, Natalie. You really don't know when to give up. There is nothing for you to gain by denying it at this point. But since you and I both know the truth, let's just get on with it. You gambled it all away. You lost every last cent my dad gave you at the casino, the racetrack, online sports betting, you name it. Oh, but once you ran out of his money, you stopped gambling, right? No, then you started dipping into John's savings. Surely, however, losing all of your husband's money taught you a lesson, didn't it? No, after you ran through all his money, then you started taking out loans in both your name and his.
How did you find that out?
John told me. He said he'd been leaving the family finances to you, but got suspicious when he saw that his savings were diminishing every month. He asked you what was going on, and you blamed it on inflation. So he got a credit report for himself, and that's when he saw that you had taken loans out in his name. That poor man. I wouldn't be surprised if you two were divorced before me and your dad.
No, that cannot happen. I just gave birth to our son, and I quit my job right before the birth. He can't divorce me. What am I supposed to do without him?
Well, that baby is going to need you to step up, so you had better figure something out.
I have no idea what to do, though. That's why I'm asking you.
I would suggest you look into getting a very good bankruptcy attorney. You can go in on hiring one with your dad, since he has a lot of debts he can't pay back either.
Renee, I am begging you. You've got to help me.
You are past the point of no return, Natalie. There's nothing I can do to help you now.
Can you at least get Grandpa to forgive the money Dad owes him? Me and my dad will go over to his house to apologize and everything.
You really don't get how mad he is, do you? Oh, Natalie. We could have been a family.
We still can.
No, Natalie, it's over between us. My only wish is that I could get back all the time I wasted on you and your dad.
Please, Renee, don't say that. You don't mean it. We had a lot of good times together, didn't we? You said it yourself. You always loved me like your own daughter, right? If you really meant that, then there's still a chance. Please, Renee, please come home. Please forgive me. We can start over again, and this time I promise it'll be different. We'll be a real family.
You're about to learn this the hard way, but this world isn't that convenient of a place. Family isn't just something that you can put away until it's convenient. You made your position clear. Your only family is you, your dad, and your baby now.
Uh-oh, I just got a text from John. Oh no, he says he wants to divorce me. Oh, this is terrible. Now my poor son is crying. He knows his daddy is abandoning him. Don't you feel sorry for this poor, innocent child?
Oh, please. Did you think that act was going to work on me? I've been around long enough to know that desperate people will tell ridiculous Hail Mary lies when they've used up all their other options. I'm surprised, though. You were a much better actress when you were pretending to be nice to me in front of my dad.
But I'm not going to be able to pay my bills this month. What do I do, Renee? Tell me.
Well, there is one thing you could try. If things get bad enough for you, you could always try to beat my record for the ugliest cry in history. All right, that's that. The divorce was just finalized. Thanks for all your help, Dad.
Don't mention it, sweetheart. You know I'd do anything to protect my daughter's happiness. You've been through so much because of these two. I wish I had known back then what I do now. I should have been more vocal in my opposition to you marrying him.
Dad, you can't blame yourself for not knowing things that not even I knew about. It's entirely my fault for thinking I could build a happy family together with them. I guess I just have a terrible sense of men. But really, the most painful part of it all for me is the fact that I was never able to get Natalie to open up her heart to me. Maybe I'm not meant to be a parent after all.
That's not true at all. You did the absolute best that you could have. I may not have seen how the three of you got along when you were at home, but I watched how you acted around Natalie while you were here. What I saw was a woman who truly, dearly cared about her daughter. I should have told you this before, but you actually reminded me a lot of your mother.
Oh, Dad, you're gonna make me cry. Thank you so much. It means a lot to hear you say that. I meant what I told you before, Dad. I wanted to become a parent just like you, who gives her all for her stepdaughter.
And if your particular stepdaughter in this case weren't an absolute menace, I have no doubt that you have succeeded. It was a bad match, that's all. Your life isn't over yet, you know. I'm sure that one day you'll soon find a man who actually deserves to be married to a fine woman like yourself.
You think so?
I know so.
Well, if you say so, then I guess I can't give up hope just yet. I will have to get a better taste in men, though. Thank you so much, Dad. Not just for what you've done recently, but for everything. Thank you for loving me like I was your own.
Renee, how many times do I have to tell you? You are my own.
After John divorced Natalie, she moved back in with Nate. From the moment she moved back in, however, they started arguing over who was most to blame for their situation. Those fights happened basically every night and went well beyond midnight some days. Without my dad's support, Nate's company went bankrupt. With both of them out of work and up to their eyeballs in debt, they had a very hard time making ends meet. As for me, after my divorce from Nate, I moved back in with my dad. It's been a long time since we've lived together, but it still feels like old times when my mom and I were living with him in this very house. I hadn't worked very much since marrying Nate, but my dad was kind enough to get me a good job at a company run by one of his friends. My very first day on the job, I was approached by one of the men there, and he asked me out to lunch. I haven't been on a date in over 20 years, so I'm kind of freaking out. What should I wear? Olivia, are you serious about this?
Oh, what? I didn't expect you to still be contacting me.
I really need to have a proper conversation with you.
Oh, really? And what exactly do you want?
Today is your wedding day, right? I was really looking forward to it, you know? I even got myself a brand new dress, excited to celebrate this special day with you. And yet, because of you, I ended up getting egg yolk all over me.
Oh, really? Well, that was exactly what I was aiming for.
Why do I have to be treated like this? Why are you trying to kick me out of the wedding venue? After everything I've done for you, I've worked tirelessly for your sake all this time. The tuition fees for your university, the expenses for you to live on your own, I've supported you financially through all of it.
And that's exactly what the problem is.
What do you mean by that?
Do you even know who I'm marrying?
Of course I do. He seems like a serious, wonderful man.
That's not what I'm talking about. My husband is a doctor. Not just a doctor, but the eldest son of a prestigious medical family. All the guests on his side of the family attending this wedding are high-class elites.
Yes, I know. That's quite impressive.
Which is why I didn't want someone like you, someone so filthy, to attend.
Filthy? Are you calling me filthy? Why would you say that?
Because you work in the nightlife industry, obviously.
What?
I didn't want someone who works in such a dirty job to be at my wedding. You're an embarrassment.
But you've never said anything like that before.
You should have been able to pick up on it. It's not like I needed to spell it out for you.
But I only started working in that industry to support myself, and more importantly, to support you. It was with that money that I was able to pay your tuition and living expenses while you were in college.
I never asked you to work in the nightlife industry for me. Haha, what a joke.
How could you say something so cruel?
You're nothing but an embarrassment to the family. If you don't leave right now, I'll throw another raw egg at you.
But I just want to see you in your wedding dress. Isn't that enough reason for me to stay? Don't you understand that I genuinely want to celebrate your special day?
Oh, please. You're just here to show off your connections to me and try to get close to other doctors, aren't you?
That's not true at all. I really just want to...
You're nothing but a poor woman working in a sleazy industry. Who are you trying to fool?
Poor? That's not true. I've managed just fine.
Well, compared to you, I'm a total winner. From now on, I'm going to live a luxurious life as the wife of a doctor. I'll never have to worry about money again. My life is set.
Winning? Is that really the reason you're getting married? That doesn't seem right to me.
Ugh, don't act like you know anything. You're just a pathetic single woman, so don't go talking like you have any clue about how this works.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. You're right. I'm not in a position to say anything. But Still, can't I at least attend the ceremony? I really want to celebrate your wedding, to be there for you.
Absolutely not. Besides, how would it look to have a woman covered in egg yolks standing around at my wedding? It'd be an embarrassment to the other guests.
But you're the one who threw the egg at me.
Shut up, I don't care. Just go home already.
Fine, I'll leave.
Yes, finally. Jennifer, where are you?
Oh, there you are, Mom.
Yeah, it's me. If you don't hurry, the ceremony will start any minute now.
I know.
Please, don't leave me alone here. I've been feeling so nervous ever since we got here.
Nervous? Why would you be nervous?
Well, it just feels strange to me that Olivia is getting married. It's a bit hard to wrap my head around it.
You think so?
Yes, from my perspective, both you and Olivia still feel like children. I can't quite shake that image, you know?
Oh, come on, stop it already. I'm 29 years old now, remember?
Right, of course. I know that. It's just that, well, I've caused you so much trouble over the years, and that thought hasn't left my mind.
Trouble? You? I don't think you've caused me any trouble at all, honestly.
No, you're wrong, Jennifer. I've definitely caused you trouble. I had you working from such a young age.
That's not your fault, Mom. The one who's to blame is Dad for abandoning us. He's the one who walked out on us and left you all alone to take care of me and Olivia. He's the one who's at fault here.
That may be true, but I still feel like I carry some of the responsibility for how things turned out.
You don't need to feel that way. The one who was wrong was him. He was the one who had an affair and left us behind. You, on the other hand, worked so hard to raise us on your own. You did everything you could to provide for us. I'm so grateful to you for that, and I always will be.
I couldn't have sent Olivia to university if it wasn't for you. It's because you took on so much work yourself and helped with the household that I was able to focus on Olivia's future. You made sure she could have the opportunity she deserved.
Mom.
It's true. But if I had been stronger, if I had managed things better, maybe you wouldn't have had to sacrifice so much. Maybe you could have had an easier life too, if I had just been more capable.
Please, let's not talk about the past like that. What's done is done. We got through it together, and that's what matters. There's no use in dwelling on what we can't change.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. Here I am, bringing up sad memories on such a happy occasion. This is Olivia's big day, and I shouldn't be going down this road.
It's okay, really. But you're right. Let's focus on the wedding. Go ahead and find your seat, Mom. You don't want to be late and make a scene, right?
Yes, of course, but Jennifer, why do you sound so off? Is something wrong? You've been avoiding something this whole time.
Actually, Mom, I won't be attending the ceremony.
What? What do you mean you won't attend? Jennifer, what's going on?
It's Olivia. She doesn't want me at the wedding.
What? Why would she say something like that? What's gotten into her? I don't understand.
Mom, listen, I'm going to explain everything to you, but you need to stay calm and hear me out, okay?
Okay, I'll try to stay calm. But what in the world is going on with your sister?
All right, then. I'm heading out.
Yeah, well, you don't even need to bother telling me that. Just make sure you leave quickly before any of my husband's relatives see you.
Fine, I got it.
Oh, and by the way, take Mom with you as well.
What? Why should I?
Because it's embarrassing to have someone who looks so shabby hanging around, don't you think?
Shabby? Mom's doing her best. She dressed as nicely as she could for this day. She's put in effort.
You really think so? If that's her best, then it's all the more reason to get her out of here before anyone else notices.
Hey, what are you even saying right now, Olivia? Mom is the person who raised both of us all by herself. She sacrificed so much for us. She put our needs first every single time, even when it meant putting herself last. You can't talk about her like that. You just can't.
So what? Mom wants me to be happy, right?
Of course, she's always wanted nothing but the best for you. That's what any mother would want for her children.
Exactly. So if she really cared about my happiness, she wouldn't have shown up to the wedding looking like that. She should have just stayed away altogether.
What? What are you even saying right now?
I mean, come on. If people here find out that someone as pitiful as her is my mother, it'll ruin my reputation. Everyone will start looking down on me. Is that what you want?
That's ridiculous. No one is going to judge you for having Mom at your wedding.
Well, that just shows how clueless you are, doesn't it? You wouldn't understand since you're used to living like a poor person. But in high-class families like the one I'm marrying into, appearances and family background mean everything. It's all about maintaining an image, keeping up with society's expectations. That's why I kicked you out earlier. I couldn't have someone like you around ruining things. But now having Mom here, that completely defeats the purpose. So do me a favor and take her out of here. For my sake.
Mom has been looking forward to your wedding so much. She's been talking about it every day, counting down the days until today.
I don't care about that at all. I really don't. I'll send her a picture of the wedding later. That should be enough for her.
Olivia, you've changed. You weren't like this before. You weren't this kind of person.
What do you even know about me? Don't pretend like you understand me, you filthy woman working in the nightlife industry.
You can say whatever you want about me, I don't mind, but don't look down on people who work in that industry. Those people work hard every day. We try to make sure that the customers who come in leave feeling happy and entertained. We do everything we can to give them a good experience. We put our all into our jobs, so don't insult those people just because you don't understand.
Oh, please, the nightlife industry is just for people who couldn't make it in a respectable job. It's for people who are lazy, desperate, or failed at life.
That's completely wrong. You don't know anything about it. And you're not just insulting me, you're insulting everyone who works hard in that industry. Also, I will not let you talk badly about Mom like that. She doesn't deserve it.
Huh? What are you even talking about? It's Mom's fault we went through all that hardship growing up. She couldn't even keep Dad from leaving us. She's the one who let all this happen. Don't act like you've never been angry at her for that.
That's not true. How could you think that way? Olivia, what have you been watching all these years? Haven't you seen how hard she works? Every day, every single day, she pushed herself for us. She worked herself to the bone just to give us a better life.
Yeah, I saw it. It was pathetic. Watching her scrape by like that, barely making ends meet, it was embarrassing.
I see. So that's how you really feel.
Yes, that's exactly how I feel. What's the problem? Did I say something wrong?
No, you're free to feel however you want. Do as you please.
Good. Then hurry up and take Mom out of here already.
All right, I'll do as you asked. I'll take Mom out of the venue. But just know this, you're making a terrible mistake. One day, you'll regret what you've done.
Wait a minute. There's something I need to say.
What now? I'm already leaving with Mom, just like you told me to.
Honestly, you should have left a lot sooner. You were never supposed to come in the first place.
So, what's it you want to say? Make it quick.
Yeah, I know. What I want to say is this. From now on, I don't want you or Mom involved in my life. Stay out of it completely.
You mean you want to cut all ties with us?
That's exactly what I mean. I'm glad you understand quickly.
First you tell me not to attend the ceremony, and now you want to cut ties completely? Honestly, I am shocked. So all those times before the wedding, when you excitedly showed us the pamphlets and plans for your big day, was that all a lie?
Was that all a lie? Yes, it was. I was just pretending to be a good daughter, playing the part of someone who cared. Consider it my last act of familial duty. But starting today, I'm officially a part of my husband's family, and you two are nothing but a burden. So cut ties with me. It would be a real nuisance if you came back into my life later, asking for money because you were struggling.
Is this something that your husband's family also wants?
I wouldn't know, but I'm sure they feel the same way I do.
I see. Well, if that's what you want, then fine.
Oh, that was a quick response. I didn't expect you to agree so easily.
What? Did you want me to put up a fight?
Of course not, but I thought you'd be more attached. I always figured you were the type who would cling to money, so this is a bit surprising.
Don't worry, Mom understands too, and she agrees with this decision.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. So, from now on, we're nothing more than strangers to each other. Is that clear?
Yes, I understand.
Just don't come back crying to me later, begging for help. I won't be there for you.
You don't need to worry about that. I can guarantee that's never going to happen.
Hey, what are you going to do about this? This is all your fault.
What? I thought we agreed not to contact each other anymore.
Shut up. This is an emergency.
What's going on?
The wedding has been canceled.
What? Why?
It's all because of you. You said unnecessary things to my husband's parents.
Unnecessary things? I didn't say anything like that. All I did was tell them that we were leaving. Of course, I explained in detail why we were leaving, but that's it.
That's the problem. My father-in-law got furious because of what you said. He's saying things like he won't let his son marry someone who doesn't respect their parents.
Oh, really? Isn't your father-in-law someone who values appearances and family reputation?
Apparently, he knew about the kind of environment I grew up in, and he was actually impressed by it.
Looks like it. You must have told your husband about us, didn't you? It seems your father-in-law heard about it too.
Yeah, I guess that's why he couldn't forgive me for treating you and Mom like that.
Oh, and by the way, I also made sure to bring up the money situation.
What do you mean by that?
You know exactly what I mean. Since you were about to become a doctor's wife, you went on a shopping spree buying all sorts of expensive things on credit, right? You said your husband would take care of all of it after the wedding.
Wait, you told them about that too? Are you serious?
Olivia, are you misunderstanding something here? You seem to think that being married to a doctor means you're going to live a life of luxury.
Of course I do. Isn't that how it's supposed to be? What's wrong with that?
Well, the kind of doctor you're imagining is a self-employed one, right?
What's that supposed to mean?
There are doctors who work for hospitals, and then there are doctors who run their own private clinics. The ones who make huge amounts of money are the private practitioners.
So, what about my husband?
He's a salaried doctor. So he's not earning anywhere near the kind of money you're imagining, like a couple $100,000 a year.
No way.
Well, with everything that's happened now, I'm not sure if the wedding is even going to take place, so it probably doesn't matter to you anymore.
Wait, please, you have to come back right now and join the wedding. If you do, maybe my father-in-law and my husband will change their minds.
No way. Why would I do that?
Because this is an emergency. I'm your only sister, and I'm in serious trouble here.
You said we're not family anymore, remember?
Oh, fine. Forget it. I'll just ask Mom for help.
Mom probably feels the same way I do.
There's no way that's true. I'm her daughter, the one she carried for 9 months and gave birth to. Mom would never abandon me. She'll always be on my side.
Well, I respect whatever decision Mom makes.
Just you wait. Don't you dare say anything to Mom that might change her mind.
Yeah, I understand.
Mom, are you on your way home right now? Yes, I am. Just as you wished. I'm heading back. No, that's a complete lie. A lie? What do you mean by that? I would never say that I want you and Jennifer to go home. That's all a lie that Jennifer told you. Jennifer, that's nonsense. I know it's hard to believe, but listen, Jennifer is jealous of me and my happiness. She would do anything to sabotage my wedding. And look what happened. She actually did ruin it. Ruin the wedding? What are you talking about? Exactly that. Because both of you said you wouldn't come. Jennifer made a false reason and told my father-in-law about it. When he heard that, he got furious. If this keeps up, not only will the wedding be off, but my whole marriage is at stake. Mom, please, you need to turn around and come back right now. Olivia, I'm really sorry, but I can't do that. Why not? Because you were the one who pushed us away. But that was Jennifer's lie. There's no way she would do something like that. She's always been the one to support your happiness more than anyone else. That's a lie. She couldn't stand the thought of being forced into the nightlife industry while I'm living a life of luxury. She presented me for it. No, she chose to enter that world herself, and she did it for your sake. Wait, what do you mean by that? Listen to me carefully. Jennifer was a brilliant student. She could have easily gone to a good university, but she understood that if she pursued her dreams, you wouldn't have the opportunity to attend college yourself. So she gave up her dreams and chose a path in the nightlife industry to make sure you had a chance. There's no way she would destroy your wedding after everything she sacrificed for you. You've completely disregarded her feelings. So that's how it is. Yes, I used to think of you as my beloved daughter. You were my pride and joy, but now that feeling has faded. I can't keep this up anymore. Don't contact me again. I don't even want to see your face. But Mom, this isn't fair. You're just believing Jennifer's side without even considering mine. It's not about fairness, Olivia. It's about reality. You've hurt Jennifer deeply, and now you're trying to twist the story to make yourself look like the victim. You need to take responsibility for your actions. I can't believe you're saying this. After all the times I've supported you, you're just going to abandon me now? I'm your daughter. Yes, you are my daughter, but that doesn't mean I can condone your behavior. You've been selfish and ungrateful. Jennifer did everything she could to support you, and yet you throw her under the bus. I didn't throw her under the bus. I was just trying to defend myself. I wanted my wedding to be perfect. Isn't that what every bride wants? Of course every bride wants her wedding to be perfect, but at what cost? You've ruined relationships that can't be easily mended. You have no idea how much pain you've caused. So you're just going to cut me off completely, just like that. If that's what it takes for you to understand the consequences of your actions, then yes. I can't be part of your life if you continue down this path. It's heartbreaking for me, but I must do what's best for myself and for Jennifer. You don't mean that. You can't just walk away. I need you. I need both of you. And what about what Jennifer needs? Have you ever thought about that? You've always put yourself first, and it's time you realize that family is more than just blood. It's about love and respect. You've shown neither. I was just trying to have my moment, to finally have my dream wedding. Dreams don't come at the expense of others, Olivia. You need to learn that. For now, I'm choosing to distance myself. If you ever wish to reconcile, you need to start with an apology. Not just to me, but to Jennifer too. Mom, please. Goodbye, Olivia. Hey, not even Mom will listen to me anymore.
Well, that's only to be expected. Why are you surprised?
What should I do? At this rate, I'm going to lose everything.
I don't know what to tell you. This is your own doing.
Hey, how about this? If you come back right now, I'll ask my father-in-law to take care of you guys. It could really work out well for everyone.
Huh?
If you stop working in the nightlife, then you won't have to work at all. Doesn't that sound great for both of us?
I don't need that.
Why not?
You seem to be misunderstanding something. I take pride in my current job. Sure, I started it for the money, but now I enjoy what I do. Plus, I'm actually about to open my own place.
Wait, what?
I've been saving my salary every month. Soon I'll be able to open a shop in Miami.
Miami? Do you really have that much money?
You'd be surprised. I earn about $100,000 a month even now.
What? Is this for real?
Absolutely. So I'll take care of myself, thank you very much. You don't need to worry about me.
So you're just going to abandon me, huh?
You're the one who pushed us away in the first place. Don't act like a victim.
Fine. Then I'll consider this a complete break from our relationship.
I've been saying that all along.
I'll call off the marriage myself, too.
Oh, is that so? I thought you dreamed of being a doctor's wife.
I didn't know doctors didn't make that much money. From now on, I'll marry someone who earns a lot more, so it's fine.
Sure, do whatever you want.
And when I become rich, I'll come visit your shop as a customer.
No, thank you.
I'm definitely coming. I can't wait to see the look on your face when you realize I'm successful.
Honestly, I couldn't care less.
Well then, I'll go speak with my in-laws. This is really goodbye for us.
Oh, wait a minute.
What now? It's too late for forgiveness.
That's not what I meant. I forgot to mention something important.
Huh? What is it?
I'm going to need you to pay back the money I lent you.
What do you mean, lent?
I'm talking about your tuition and living expenses during college.
What?
Isn't that obvious?
You lent me that money for my sake, right?
That's right. I'm your mother, after all.
This can't be happening. Are you serious?
Of course, the total amount for 4 years of tuition and living expenses adds up to around $100,000. You'll need to pay me back every penny.
That's impossible. I was planning on quitting my job because of this marriage.
I know that, but it doesn't change anything.
Wait, this can't be real.
Stop whining. This is the consequence of your actions.
But I haven't done anything wrong.
Really? You have no idea how many people have helped you along the way? You didn't even try to understand their sacrifices. And when you started to find some success, you were ready to cut us off without a second thought. But when things go wrong, suddenly you expect us to help you out? That doesn't work like that. Your current situation isn't just handed to you. You're standing on the shoulders of everyone who supported you.
Jennifer, please, just listen to me.
I've listened plenty. I have heard your selfish excuses more than enough. Both Mom and I are fed up with your whims. Don't ever show your face in front of me again.
I'm about to lose everything. You're the only ones I can rely on now.
Stop it. Don't cling to us anymore. From now on, we won't care what happens to you. Live however you want, but you will pay back that money. That's a promise.
How's Olivia doing?
It seems she's finally given up. Right now she's talking things over with her family.
Oh, I see. Do you think I might have said too much?
Not at all. The truth is, it's Olivia's own fault for acting so selfishly. She's been doing whatever she wants without considering how it affects others.
That's true, but I just hope she realizes her mistakes and learns from this experience.
Exactly. From now on, you should focus solely on your own happiness. I want you to be happy above all else.
Well, my happiness is tied to you being happy too.
That's sweet. If that's the case, I want to be with you for a long time to come. Your happiness means a lot to me.
I promise I'll do my best to make you happy. I want to repay all the love and support you've given me over the years.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's nice to know that we're in this together. We can support each other as long as we move forward.
Absolutely. You deserve all the happiness in the world, and I'll do everything I can to help you find it.
I believe we will. Let's make the most of the time we have together.
Yes, let's cherish every moment. I want you to live a long, happy life.
Of course, that's the plan. The wedding ceremony that had been so eagerly anticipated came to an abrupt halt, resulting in the cancellation of the entire event and effectively rendering the engagement null and void. This sudden upheaval transformed what should have been a joyous occasion into a moment of profound disappointment for Olivia. As she navigated the aftermath of this unexpected turn of events, she found herself grappling with feelings of isolation and uncertainty, left to pick up the pieces of her shattered dreams. After the cancellation of the ceremony, Olivia was faced with the reality of being single and alone. The life she had envisioned for herself, a life filled with love, companionship, and shared aspirations, seemed to drift further away with each passing day. In the wake of the emotional turmoil, she knew that she needed to take action to regain control of her life. Determined to establish some stability, she began to search for employment, fueled by a desperate need to find purpose and direction. Olivia's search was anything but easy. She tirelessly scoured job boards and submitted countless applications, hoping that her qualifications would resonate with potential employers. However, despite her relentless efforts and enthusiasm, the responses she received were overwhelmingly negative. It felt as though she were caught in a whirlwind of rejection, with each no echoing louder than the last, chipping away at her confidence and leaving her feeling increasingly discouraged. As weeks turned into months without any offers of employment, the weight of her situation began to sink in. Bills were piling up, and the pressure to find a stable income grew heavier with each passing day. It became clear that her savings would not last forever, and the thought of financial instability loomed ominously over her. In this state of desperation, Olivia made the difficult decision to accept part-time work, despite the fact that it was far from the ideal situation she had envisioned for herself. The part-time job she took on provided a small measure of relief, but did little to alleviate her longing for a more luxurious lifestyle. Even as she worked to make ends meet, the desire for a life filled with comfort and opulence continued to linger in her mind. The allure of fine dining, beautiful clothing, and lavish experiences haunted her thoughts, reminding her of the life she once dreamed of living. Unfortunately, this longing soon manifested in detrimental ways. Olivia began spending beyond her means, making purchases that her limited income could not support. She bought trendy clothes that she couldn't afford, dined at restaurants that were out of her budget, and indulged in little luxuries that momentarily distracted her from her financial reality. Each time she swiped her credit card or spent cash she didn't have, it was as if she were trying to buy a fleeting sense of happiness and fulfillment. This reckless spending did not go unnoticed. In a matter of time, her mounting debts began to overwhelm her. The very dream that had motivated her to work hard and strive for a better life became a source of her anxiety. With bills piling up and creditors beginning to call, Olivia found herself in a precarious financial situation that seemed almost impossible to escape. Faced with the grim reality of her circumstances, Olivia made yet another drastic decision. She turned to the nightlife industry, a realm that promised quick cash and an escape from her financial woes. Many people find themselves in similar situations, lured by the promise of glamour and excitement. Olivia believed that by stepping into this world, she could regain control of her life and finally experience the luxuries she had longed for. However, the nightlife scene proved to be a double-edged sword. While it initially seemed like an opportunity for quick financial gain, it also came with its own set of challenges and pitfalls. Olivia quickly discovered that the nightlife industry was not as glamorous as it appeared. The pressure to maintain a certain image, the long hours, and the unpredictable nature of the work took a toll on her. Despite her best efforts to fit in and make a name for herself, Olivia struggled to accept the demands of the nightlife environment. She moved from one establishment to another, hoping for a fresh start with each new job. But her luck seemed to run out all too soon. Each time she was let go, it felt like a blow to her already fragile self-esteem. The competitive nature of the industry proved overwhelming, and she often found herself feeling lost and disheartened. As her struggles continued, Olivia's life began to revolve around avoiding debt collectors and managing the constant anxiety that accompanied her financial instability. It was a precarious existence, and I couldn't help but feel a profound sense of empathy for her. Her story serves as a poignant reminder of how quickly circumstances can shift, how dreams can dissolve into nightmares, and how easily life can lead us astray. On the other hand, my journey has taken a different trajectory, one that has led me to finally realize my long-held dream of opening my own business. After years of hard work, planning, and perseverance, I was able to launch my shop, a space that I had envisioned as a haven for both employees and customers. The process of starting my business was no small feat. It required meticulous planning, financial investment, and an unwavering commitment to my vision. I poured my heart and soul into creating an environment that would foster joy and positivity. My goal was not only to succeed financially, but also to uplift those who worked alongside me and create a welcoming atmosphere for our customers. Each day I strive to make this shop a place of happiness and connection. I take pride in the relationships I've built with my staff, encouraging them to share their ideas and contribute to the business's success. We work together as a team, and I genuinely believe that our collective efforts create a unique and vibrant environment. As I look around my shop, I see the smiles of my employees and the satisfaction of our customers. Each interaction is a reminder of why I embarked on this journey in the first place. It's about more than just profit. It's about building a community and providing a space where people can come together to enjoy their experiences. There's a unique satisfaction that comes from knowing that my efforts contribute to the happiness of others. The experience of running my own business has been both challenging and rewarding. Each day brings new lessons, and I am constantly learning how to improve and adapt to the needs of my customers. I take pride in creating an atmosphere that feels welcoming and inclusive, where everyone feels valued. The joy that comes from seeing our customers leave with smiles on their faces is truly priceless. Amidst my professional achievements, my personal life has flourished as well. My mother, who has been my unwavering support throughout my journey, is in great health and spirits. Our bond has grown stronger over the years, and I cherish the time we spend together. Recently, we made a promise to each other to embark on an overseas trip together. The anticipation of this adventure fills me with excitement. Traveling has always been a passion of mine, and the thought of exploring new cultures and creating memories with my mother is something I cherish deeply. This trip will not only be an escape from our daily routines, but also an opportunity for us to bond together. Together, we will experience the joy of discovering new places, tasting different cuisines, and meeting new people. I can already imagine the laughter we will share, the stories we will tell, and the moments that will strengthen our connection. Reflecting on the diverging paths that Olivia and I have taken, I'm struck by the unpredictable nature of life. While I've been fortunate enough to carve out a fulfilling existence, Olivia's struggles highlight the importance of resilience and adaptability. The journey to happiness is often fraught with obstacles, and the choices we make can lead us down very different roads. I genuinely hope that Olivia can find her way back to stability and fulfillment. Life is a way of testing us, but I believe that with determination and support, she can overcome the challenges she faces. The experiences we encounter shape who we are, and it's crucial to learn from both our successes and our setbacks. As I continue to nurture my business and support my loved ones, I hold on to hope that Olivia will find her path to happiness once again. Every individual deserves a chance at fulfillment, regardless of the obstacles they encounter. Life is unpredictable, but I firmly believe that resilience and perseverance can lead to brighter days. As I look forward to my upcoming trip with my mother, I am reminded of the significance of family and the bonds we share. These moments together are precious, and they provide us with the strength to face whatever life throws our way. The joy of traveling, experiencing new horizons, and experiencing the beauty of the world is something we both deserve. Our journey will be more than just an escape. It will be a collaboration of our efforts and the experiences that have shaped us. I anticipate the moments we will share, the laughter, the late-night conversations, and the beautiful sights we will witness together. This trip will undoubtedly enrich our lives and strengthen our connection. In the grand tapestry of life, joy and sorrow coexist. As Olivia navigates her challenges, I remain dedicated to fostering positivity in my life and the lives of those around me. Each day is an opportunity to create joy, and I am committed to making the most of every moment. Though our paths may differ, I hold on to the belief that both Olivia and I can find our respective places of contentment and fulfillment. The road may be long, but with hope and determination, we can both emerge stronger and wiser. As I move forward, I remain focused on nurturing happiness in my life and in the lives of those I care about. Ultimately, life is a journey filled with lessons. Whether it's through success or hardship, each experience shapes us in profound ways. I'm committed to learning from every moment, using both the highs and lows to fuel my growth. As I continue to chase my dreams, I hope to inspire others, including Olivia, to embrace their journeys with resilience and hope. In this journey of life, we often find ourselves at crossroads where choices must be made and paths must be chosen. For Olivia, her journey has been a winding road filled with unexpected twists and turns. I hope that she finds the strength within herself to navigate these challenges and emerge on the other side with renewed purpose. In the face of adversity, it's essential to remember that every setback can be a setup for a comeback. Just as I have faced my own obstacles on the path to success, I believe that Olivia can also rise above her circumstances. The journey may be long and arduous, but I have faith in her ability to adapt and thrive. As I prepare for my trip with my mother, I look forward to sharing experiences that will deepen our bond and create lasting memories. The world is vast and full of wonders, and I am excited to explore it with the person who has been my greatest supporter. Together, we will embark on an adventure filled with laughter, discovery, and love.
Hey, you old hag. Where's my money? Just how long are you going to try and keep me waiting before you cough up what's mine? Huh? Don't you know that you're supposed to give me my allowance today? I thought I told you that I wanted you to pay me on time every single day. Or is that too hard to figure out for a stupid woman like you? Ginny, I believe that you and I have already talked about your allowance. I told you that last month was going to be the last time that I gave you any money, remember? I told you that because you were starting college that you would be on your own, remember? I explained to you that the allowance would end when you finished high school. We talked about this and you said that you understood what I was saying. What on earth are you talking about? I never, ever remember talking about anything like that at all. You were just delusional and trying to cheat me out of what's rightfully mine. But now I just need you to shut up and pay me. I'm sick of waiting, and I'm even more sick of talking to you. Look, I have told you that I am not going to be paying you anything anymore, okay? And just why do you want money from me so badly? Why can't you go and ask your father for these kinds of things? I knew it. I knew there was no point in trying to talk to a fake mother like you. You know, I never even wanted you to marry my dad, right? I was fine when it was just the two of us. You always ruin everything. If you knew what was good for you, you would just shut up and pay me. There's no need to make things this complicated. I'm sorry, Jenny, but if that is the way that you were going to ask for money from me, then I feel even less inclined to pay you than before. Well, it's all your fault that my dad doesn't have any money. I know that you've been using up every last cent of his. He told me all about it. He explained to me how you handle the budget for the house, and that means that you control all of the money. But all I heard when he was telling me that is that you're taking my dad's hard-earned money and using it all for yourself. It's so sad. I can't believe that my dad has been tricked like this. I just wish he would leave you already. You know, sometimes I think about leaving too. But the thing is that isn't a decision that you'll get to make for anyone. That is going to be something that your dad and I talk about and come to a decision on amongst ourselves. But let me make this very clear to you. I am not stealing money or holding your father financially hostage in any way, shape, or form. Okay? I think you might want to go ask your dad about what's really going on one more time. You really have got some nerve, do you know that? Just what makes you think that I want to hear what some old hag like you has to tell me? Anyways, I think I've made myself clear here. Just get the money ready and send it to me as soon as possible, okay? No, it's not okay at all. If you really need money that badly, go and find a job. Daniel, I have seriously had it. I mean it. I am really at my limit right now. I mean, just how long are you going to let Ginny act the way that she does? She is seriously so unbelievable sometimes. Do you know that she thinks that I'm taking all of your money and spending it on myself? This is seriously getting ridiculous.
Aw, come on. She's not that bad. You're just being overdramatic. Besides, you know how girls her age are. But you're the adult. You should just know how to take it and let things slide, right? Surely that isn't too much to ask of you.
Daniel, I am serious. I have half a mind to leave you both. And if nothing happens to change the situation, then I just really might. I mean, just a few minutes ago, she was asking me again about her allowance. But I told her that when she started college that I wasn't going to be giving her any money at all. I told her that if she wanted someone to give her money, she would either have to get a job and get paid by her boss or go and talk to you.
Laura, please. Don't you think you're just being a little bit stingy? You really need to learn to just let things slide and quit getting so upset over everything. I mean, you do know that if you get upset like that you're only going to give yourself more wrinkles, don't you?
Wow. Well, thank you so much for caring about the state of my face. I'm so glad to know that I have people who listen to what I have to say around here. But I have to say that in the 10 years that we've been married, I feel like I've aged at least 30 years. And I think it's high time I try and make up for all the time I've lost dealing with you and Ginny. So you can pack up your bags and just get out right now, Daniel. Hey, you old hag, what the heck is going on here, huh? You better start explaining things to me right now! Hello, Ginny. I was wondering when I was going to hear from you. It's been a while since we've last talked, hasn't it? Is there something that I can help you with? Do you have any idea how pissed I am at you right now? How dare you try and take that attitude with me? Ginny, I really don't think there is any reason to be talking to me like that, even over text. Now, I have no idea what's got you so upset, but I can guess that this little outburst is going to be followed by you trying to ask me for something. I know that I only became your daughter when you married my dad, but that still makes me kind of like your real daughter, right? Wait, what? I have to say that after all that anger and vitriol, I really wasn't expecting you to say something like that. Well, what I mean is that if you're my mom and I'm your daughter, then you need to pay for my school. If you don't, then I'll talk to my dad and make him divorce you. Is that something you want? Wait, what? What is going on here? I just got a letter from my school telling me that my tuition still hasn't been paid. Do you have any idea how embarrassed I was to get that? I went to talk to my dad to ask him why my school wasn't paid for yet, and he told me that you two said that you would pay for it all. So, what I want to know is why you haven't paid my tuition for my program yet, huh? Do you want me to have to drop out or something? Okay, hold on just a second there. First of all, I never, ever said that I was going to be paying for your tuition. Second of all, just why would I be the person paying for your schooling anyways? I mean, you're still living in that house, right? Just when are you going to move out? You really have some nerve to talk to your daughter this way. Honestly, I don't think anyone else in the whole world knows how to piss me off quite like you do. But did you miss the part where I said that I would have my dad divorce you? Because I really will if you're not going to pay for my school. Unless your whole plan this entire time has been to sabotage my education and make me quit. But I won't let you get away with that. It's just unacceptable and you need to cough up the money right now. You really must think the world revolves around you if you think that's any way to get what you want. In fact, reading your messages, I can't help but crack up laughing that you're actually serious about this. Are you kidding me right now? Is that how unseriously you're taking all of this? You have got to be joking with me right now, right? No, I'm very serious actually. But anyways, I guess if you're really saying all that, that means you haven't heard anything from your dad, right? What do you think you're talking about? Didn't you read how I went to my dad and he told me that since you weren't going to pay for my schooling that it would mean that I'd have to drop out? So that's why you need to cough up the money for my tuition right now. If you don't, then I'm really going to make my dad leave you. I am not your mom anymore, Ginny. Wait, what? What are you talking about this time? Wow, you really don't know about this at all. That's actually incredible. Well then, I guess allow me to be the first person to inform you that your father and I have gotten a divorce. In fact, we've been divorced for quite some time now. So if your dad really did tell you that I was going to be paying for your school, then I'm afraid that he was as sorely mistaken as you are. After all, why in the world would I pay for some girl's school who isn't even a part of my family? Wait a second. You mean it? You and my dad are really divorced and you're really not my mom anymore. Oh man, I really wish that I could see your face right now. But yes, in a nutshell, that is what's going on here. And if I can be honest with you, your father was nothing but lousy trash. What is that supposed to mean? I mean that he was using all of his salary to pay off his debt up until recently, but he would also keep taking out loans in the meantime. And anyway, since he was so bad with money and never was good at setting any aside, that's why he can't afford to pay for your school. So I suppose that if you really want to stay in your program, that you'll have to go and earn money yourself. Although I did warn you that you'd have to earlier. But that can't be right. What do you mean that my dad doesn't have any money? You're really trying to tell me that this is all his fault? Jenny, you are not a little girl anymore. You are in college. Do you really just go through life not thinking deeply on anything? Have you really not realized that every time you needed money, it was me that was giving it to you? For 10 years, I've taken care of you as my own daughter. And I would financially support you just like a mother would her own daughter. But I guess you never, ever thought of it in that way, did you? No, it's not like that at all. I always thought that you were paying me with money that my dad was earning. Well, I'm afraid that the money your dad was earning was all going towards his own debt. Every cent that I gave you came from my own earnings. I took care of everything in the house, kept my job, and made sure that you got the support you needed. And yet you insisted on insulting me, calling me an old woman and treating me as if I was a parasite on your family. But now I guess you realize that the only parasites around here were you and your father. So you can threaten me with divorce all you want. It isn't going to change anything now. Whatever happens next is entirely up to your dad and you. Well, wait a second. Does that mean that you're just going to abandon me like this? You're really going to just leave me like this all over a little mistake? Don't you get that you're still like a mother figure or something? Doesn't that mean you have to take care of me? A real mother wouldn't just abandon her daughter like this. Weren't you the one calling me a fake mother anyways? I'm sorry, but it is far too late for you to try and change your tune now. I don't believe it. I can't believe that you're really just going to walk out of our lives and leave us like this. Oh, I think it's perfect. Besides, this is something I've wanted to do for a long time. But I knew that it would be best to wait until you finished high school before leaving your dad. But anyways, I thought you would be a little more grateful to me since I paid for all of your college applications. Although you probably didn't even know that I was the one who did that either. Oh, right. That actually reminds me. You should know that you only have until the end of the month to leave the house. I don't get it. This is all so much at once. What do you mean I'll have to leave the house? I live here. This is my family's house. I'm afraid you were wrong again. This house was just a rental. You can't be serious about that, right? I haven't lied to you about a single thing yet. Why would I lie about this? Anyways, I was also the one paying for our house, but I've already moved out and informed the leasing company that I would like out of my lease. So you basically don't have any choice but to leave. I don't know what you're going to do with your life from here on out, but you're already 18, so you should be able to figure something out. And I really have to move out by the end of the month? But that's in 3 days? Oh yeah, I guess it is. Well, I suppose that means you better get packing, huh? How the heck am I going to move out all of my things in just 3 days? And where the heck am I supposed to go from here? Oh, that? I've already talked to your dad all about that. Wait, really? What did you say to him? Well, I told them that I wanted you both out of the house and that he should look for some place for you both to live. That doesn't solve any of the problems that I have right now. I am trying to ask where the heck I should even go. Yeah, that really isn't my problem. But if you're still in the house after 3 days, legally speaking, you would be trespassing. And then I suppose that would mean the police would have to get involved, and I don't think any of us want that, so. Well, what about my school? They are demanding that I pay my tuition or else I'll have to drop out. Oh man, sounds rough. Oh, come on. Is that really all you have to say to me about this? I thought you were my mother. We've already talked about that. I am not your mom and I don't owe you anything. If you want to go ask your father, maybe you can convince him to take out even more money to pay for your school. Otherwise, you'll just have to go into debt to pay for it. Either that or you can go out and find a job. Because I already told your dad that I was done paying for anything of yours. But anyways, if you're looking for someone to blame for all of your money troubles right now, I would go talk to your dad. But this can't be. Neither my dad or I have a single cent left, and now we're about to be kicked out. What are we supposed to do, Mom? Sorry, were you talking to me? Because I don't know where your mom is. What are you talking about? You've always been my mom. I've always thought of you that way. Okay, now we both know that is just a lie. But anyways, your father and I are divorced now, which means that you're finally free from me. I thought this is what you wanted. Anyways, this conversation is just going in circles now. Have a nice life, Jenny. Or don't. I don't really care either way. In the end, Jenny and Daniel barely managed to pack up all their things before they had to leave the house and found themselves homeless. The next semester rolled around and, unable to pay, Jenny was forced to drop out. She tried to reach out to me again, begging for money, a house, food, anything. But I told her that she wasn't getting a penny from me. She thought that I was the one stealing all of her father's money, but he was the one who wouldn't have been able to survive without my help. I tried to warn Jenny that she would have to be more self-sufficient, but she just wouldn't listen. So I really just can't bring myself to feel any kind of pity for her. If you ask me, Jenny and her dad got exactly what they deserved. As for me, after my divorce from Daniel, I moved back to live with my parents for a little bit. I explained what I had been through, and they were more than happy to take me in while I found my feet. It really just goes to show you how important being kind is to those who care about you. You never know when you're going to need help, and it's good to have connections with people who care about you. Even if it wasn't my parents, I had plenty of people who I could go to for help because I always approached the issue of asking for it with humility and tact. I can only hope that Jenny learns a similar lesson as she grows up and gets to reflect on her words and actions. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.